Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jessica. I am filming in front of my Christmas tree today because I felt like it and I'm feeling festive finally. During the season, I've not really been feeling it, but I slapped on some Christmas makeup today, the green and the red to represent, and I just wanted to show off my beautiful Christmas tree and just film in a different place. So welcome to this video. I'm very excited. This is my finale for my deck of panning project. It is one of my favorite projects to do, and it's been a great year of deck of panning, and I'm honestly a little sad that it's over, but of course I will be bringing it back next year. I have so much fun with it every year, so I'm definitely planning to do it again. This project was created by Emily from Emily and Max here on YouTube. I have a friend here. Oh, my baby Beetlejuice. Hi, honey. Your green eyes match my green eyes. I love it. He doesn't want to sit on my lap though. He doesn't like the lights, but I like you. Hi. This project uses a deck of cards to select from a series of prompts randomly, and then those prompts help you to choose an item from your collection to pan or hit some kind of usage goal on. I love this project because you really can make it your own. You can adapt the prompts to fit your own panning goals, and it's just a really fun one to do. I mainly use it to shop my stash. Okay, fine, I'll let you go. But I've been using it this year to have a few long-term goals, and I am very excited to wrap up this year because, spoiler alert, I have hit every single one of my deck of panning goals by this update, and I'm ready to just take a little break from this project until we start again in January. And if you want to try this project next year, I will go ahead and link Emily's intro video from 2024, although I'm sure she will be filming a new one for 2025, so you can hear about all of the ins and outs of the project, the rules, the spreadsheet that she uses for us to use as a game board, and all the details will be right there. So check out that video if you have not seen it and you want to try this out next year, or maybe you're just here to watch and follow along with some panning projects to inspire you to use your own items, and I love that for you. Whatever the reason, I hope you enjoy this video. Let's jump right on in. I've been working on 6 items in this project over the last month. Normally it's just 5, but I did carry over an item from last month. Because I had just one more use to hit goal on one of the items, I drew a card to replace that item, so I had just another item that I could work on before this year is over. So the first item that I have been working on comes from this eyeshadow palette, and this came in for a random letter generator, and I randomly generated the letter H, so I brought in the Haunted Europe palette from Nomad Cosmetics, and I also decided to focus in on the shade in here called Hoya Bashu. So I hit the H requirement twice, and I also had this as a panning goal for 2024. It was one of the last remaining palettes in my collection that didn't have a pan on it, so I wanted to hit that goal. I wanted to use every shade in here at least one time and hit pan in Hoya Bashu. Here's what Hoya Bashu was looking like when I first brought it into the project in September. I reached for it 2 times during the first month, and here's what it was looking like then. In the second month, I reached for it 7 more times, making for 9 uses, and here's what it was looking like last month. And in the past month, I reached for it 4 additional times, and here's what Hoya Bashu is looking like today. And as you can see, I do now have a pan on that shade and a pan in this palette. I hit pan after the 12th use, and I used it 13 times total in this project. And I absolutely loved having this palette out. It's such a gorgeous formula and a gorgeous color palette. It was perfect for the Halloween season, but I've been enjoying it outside of that season as well. And Hoya Bashu is such a gorgeous shade. I absolutely love this like silvery taupe. I found a lot of ways to wear it. It looks beautiful with neutrals. It looks beautiful paired with pinks and even other colors as well. Just a really pretty silvery taupe, and I just absolutely fell in love with this shade. It is gorgeously soft and shimmery, and I'm so happy that I now have hit that goal of having a pan in this palette now. So this one is the first success of the update, and I'm very happy to share that with all of you. So let's just admire that pan one more time before we roll it out for the rest of the year. Who knows when it'll come back? Hopefully soon, because I absolutely love this palette and it needs more attention. The item that rolled over from last month that had just one more use before I hit that goal was from Maybelline. This is their Super Stay Vinyl Ink in the shade Fearless. My goal for this was to use it just 2 times. I used it 1 time last month, and then I did use it 1 more time this month, meeting that 2-use goal. So this one is rolling out. It is a very, very deep shade. It's almost like a deep burgundy, almost a brown. So it's not the easiest shade to wear on a regular basis, but I did finally wear this the last time when I went to see Wicked. I wore this in my Elphaba makeup look, and it was perfect for that look. A nice, deep, dark tone, and this formula is absolutely amazing. It lasts so well throughout the day, and that's what you want when you're wearing a deep color like this. You don't want it to go anywhere, right? So I'm happy I was able to get some use on this lipstick this year, and I'm happy to say it's rolling out. In October, I drew a Black King, and that is for an item that already has a pan on it. So I decided to reach for this highlighter that I love. This is from Becca. This is their highlighter in the shade Opal, and I absolutely love this shade. I think it works with every single makeup look. It looks really nice on my skin tone. I am wearing it as a highlighter today. And my goal for this was just to expand this pan as much as possible and see how much use I could get on it in these last few months of the year. So here's what this pan was looking like when I first brought it into the project in October. I reached for it every single day I have been doing my makeup. I reached for it 27 times in the first month, and here's what it was looking like as of last month. And then in the past month, I reached for it an additional 20 times, making for 47 uses total. And here's what it's looking like today. And I think you will see an expansion in this pan from month to month, and I'm just excited it got some good use this year. I have a lot of highlighters and I don't really reach for them every single day I do my makeup, so it was nice just to have this in my project and to remind myself to use it and remind myself how much I love it. And wouldn't it be fun if I panned a highlighter for all of you eventually? Maybe I will. That would be quite the task for me, quite the ambitious goal, but that's what I'm all about on this channel. So if you'd like to see me pan a highlighter, maybe this one could be a contender. I already have a good head start on it, so maybe I will consider doing that for all of you. But for now, this one is rolling out. Last month, I drew the 5 of Heart, which was for a glitter item, and I decided to bring in this glitter eyeshadow from e.l.f. This is in the shade Bling Bling, and it is a true silver glitter eyeshadow. And my goal for this was to use it 5 times because it is very dried up. My intention was to declutter it after those 5 uses, but I may have changed my mind because I'm still able to make it work just fine with glitter glue. I'm happy to say that I did meet that 5 use goal. Yesterday was the 5th time I used it and had a lot of fun playing with glitter this past month. It's the perfect time of year to wear some silver glitter. And while this is very dried up, you can see there is a lot of product down there in the bottom. It's just not like creamy like it used to be once upon a time, but I'm still able to get good use on this glitter shadow. If I just dig in there and pull out some of that glitter, I can mix it with glitter glue on my fingers and pat it onto my eyelids and still get a nice glitter effect. And this is the only silver glitter that I have in my collection right now. I have a lot of iridescent glitters, but nothing that's a true silver. So while it is dried up and isn't really not even that old, it's maybe like a year old, I'm going to keep it around because I can still get use on it just by being a little bit patient with it, a little bit creative, and I would like to have a silver glitter in my makeup collection. It's good to have around for when I want that, and for that reason, I'm going to keep it. Why throw something away that I can still use? And then I'd have to go repurchase another silver glitter, and I don't really want to do that when I already have one that is perfectly usable. You know, it's not at tip-top shape that it was when I first bought it, but that's just the nature of these types of products, and you can work around it if you really want to. So that one is going to stay in my collection, but it did get some great use during this past month, and that is a win. Last month, I drew the 8 of Heart, which is for a Black-owned makeup brand, and I decided to reach for one of my Fenty lip glosses. This is one of the most beautiful Fenty lip gloss shades that I have, although I love all of my Fenty lip glosses, let's be honest. This is in the shade Fuchsia Flex, and it is a very glittery gloss, and I just think it is gorgeous. It almost has a gold reflect to it, and I had so much fun using this during the past month. Here it is in the swatch. You can see it has a nice little pink pigment to it. So this is beautiful by itself. It's beautiful over other shades. I had such a fun time reaching for this. My goal for this was to use it 5 times, and I actually used it 6 times. So I went just one above my goal, and I could have probably done more. I misplaced it for a few days. I was a little nervous that I lost it, but I did find it in the deepest corner of my purse, and I was very happy about that. Otherwise, I probably would have used it a few more times if I had known where it is. But I absolutely love this item, and I'm so happy it got some use in this project. I drew the 3 of Spades last month, which was for your favorite brand, and I could not choose anything other than Hourglass. So I absolutely love the Hourglass powders, and I specifically love their blushes. So I decided to reach for this shade Mood Exposure because it's a very, I don't know, muted, cool toned color, which is very different from the other blush that I've been panning this entire year. And I wanted a little bit of break from that color tone. And I absolutely love this blush. It reminded me how much I love it. It is the shade of blush that I'm wearing today. And it's just so subtle. It goes with everything. And I just absolutely love this formula. It just is so effortless to apply. It's not too much. It has a nice sheen to it. And this blush formula remains to be one of my absolute favorites. So my goal for Mood Exposure was to use it 8 times, and I'm happy to say that I did meet that 8 use goal. Here is that shade for you. You can see it's kind of hard to tell in the pan exactly what the shade looks like, but here it is on my cheeks. And, you know, it's mixed in with my bronzer and highlighter and all that kind of stuff, but it's just such a beautiful, easy to wear shade, and I'm happy I got some great use on it, and I would love to reach for these more in the coming year once I'm no longer painting a blush, which is definitely my plan for 2025. So I did meet my goal on that one, and another success for the end of this project. The last card I drew last month allowed me to pick my own space, and I decided to choose the space 3's a Crowd because I really wanted to get use on these 3 face masks that have just been sitting around in my drawer for far too long. So I decided to grab 3 different samples, or not really samples, but one of them's a sample, but 2 of them are just regular face masks. But I'm happy to say I was able to use all 3 of these face masks. This first one was from Trader Joe's. This is their Rich Hydrating Face Sheet Mask. I'm sad to say that by the time I finally used this, it was quite dried out and didn't have much hydration in it left at all. But I just decided to run the sheet mask underneath the faucet to revive it a little bit and decided to just wear it like that. And I do think I still got a little bit of benefit using it that way. So it wasn't a complete waste, but a word to the wise, if you have one of these, don't hang on to it for over a year or more like I did. Use it when you buy it. Okay, that's probably gonna be the best bang for your buck there. I also used up this one from Vitamasks. This is their multivitamin mask. It's supposed to be for a radiant complexion. I've never even heard of this brand before, but I really loved this face mask. It was very hydrating. It felt really nice on the skin, and it was nice and wet when I brought it out of the packaging, so that was great. It also had a lot of serum just left over in the pouch that I was able to use a second time and use all over my neck and décolleté, and got some good use out of that one. Really enjoyed it. And then the last mask I used today, just wanted to make sure I got it in before I filmed this video. This is a sample from Glam Glow. This is their Super Mud Clearing Treatment. And I don't know if I really needed a clearing treatment today, but I got one. So put this on while I was just relaxing in the morning, watching some vintage Vanderpump Rules. Nothing says holiday like vintage Vanderpump Rules, right? And I just really enjoyed it. It had a nice tingling feel. It's a mud mask, so it really does pull out any crud you have stuck in your pores. And I do think I felt nice and refreshed after using this product. And then I went in with like a really nice moisturizer, and that felt really good. So I think my skin, you know, was doing pretty good today. It's feeling pretty happy, and it was fun just to be reminded of this item. I used to use this product a lot, and I don't reach for mud masks much at all anymore. Since Accutane, I don't really feel like I need them. Thank you, Accutane. But I'm happy I got use on this sample, and it's now out of my life. Being the finale video, I don't need to draw any new cards. I'm going to be taking a little break from now until January 20th when this project ramps up again. But thank you all for being here this year and following along on my deck of painting journey. I want to give a special shout out to Emily. Thank you so much for creating this project that we all love and enjoy so much. Also, I want everyone to say a quick goodbye to my adorable deck of cards. These will not be returning with us next year. It's not like I'm getting rid of them, but I'm not going to be using them for this project. So say goodbye to adorable little Grogu, and look forward to some satisfying shuffling coming in the new year, because that was not the case for the entirety of this year using this deck of cards. He's cute, but he's a little stubborn, and that is totally typical of baby Grogu, isn't it? Butter and I want to wish you a very happy holiday season. Hope you're doing well. Sending love out to you wherever you are in the world this video finds you. I know, you don't want to be here. Do you hear him growling? Okay, I'll let you go. And I'll also let you go. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a quick thumbs up before you leave. Leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you. I hope you're doing well, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. But until then, take care. Bye.